where real stories of passion and purpose come alive. The podcast that celebrates every profession, including educators who make a real difference. I'm Miss Sarah O, your host for today's episode. Joining me is a passionate and successful teacher, Miss Rika Jane Kilnap. She's not only renowned for dedication to students, but also for her creative teaching strategies that make learning exciting. So Miss Rika Jane, welcome to the show! Please take a seat, Miss Rika Jane. So again, Miss Rika Jane, welcome to the show. So how are you today and what are your feelings right now?
I'm good and I felt so overwhelmed, especially for inviting me here as your guest. Thank you so much, Miss Sarah, and I'm so very excited to share my story with you and to our listeners.
Same to you, Miss Rika. So before we get into those serious stuff, let's start with something fun. So Miss Rika, if you weren't a teacher, what other career do you think you'd be doing right now?
Oh, that's interesting. Honestly, I think I would have become an event organizer. I love arranging things and making sure that everything flows smoothly, just like in my classroom. Plus, I enjoy being creative and working with people.
That makes sense. You sound very organized and creative, which explains your success as a teacher. Now, let's talk about your journey. So what's inspired you to become a teacher in the first place?
Ever since I was young, I admired the elementary teachers. They did not just teach me lessons, but they made me feel valued and capable. I want to give that same encouragement for other students. And teaching for me is not just a profession, it's a calling to make a difference in children's lives.
That's very inspiring, Miss Rika. So teaching for you was more than a choice. It's really a mission for you. Of course, every inspiring journey comes with its own challenge. We know that teaching isn't always smooth sailing. So Miss Rika Jane, what has been one of the biggest challenges you face?
One big challenge was during the pandemic. Online teaching was very new for both me and my students. Many of them struggled with internet connections and motivations. That's why I had to find creative ways like interactive games, storytelling to keep them engaged. It was tough, but it also pushed me to grow as a teacher.
Wow, adapting like that shows a lot of dedication. On the other side, what's your proudest moment in teaching?
There was a student who struggled with reading and often felt left behind. I gave her extra time and encouraged her step by step. And one day, she stood up and read in front of the class confidently. I'll never forget that look on her face, and it was pure joy and pride. That moment reminded me why I chose this profession.
That's a beautiful story, Miss Rika Jane. Those are the moments that really make teaching rewarding. So many of our listeners are future teachers, am I right? Yes. So Miss Rika Jane, what advice would you give to them?
So, my advice is to always teach with passion and patience. Students may forget some of the lessons, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So, be the teacher who inspires, not just the one who instructs.
Very true. So if you could change one thing about the education system, what would it be and why?
So, I would love to see more support for teachers in terms of resources and training, because when teachers are well equipped, then they could give their best to students.
So before we wrap up, let's do a quick rapid fire. We have 10 seconds in the clock. Are you ready, Miss Rika Jane?
I'm so ready.
Okay. Favorite subject to teach?
English.
Coffee or tea while checking papers?
Coffee always.
Dream vacation after a long school year?
Bohol. I love the beaches and nature there.
Thank you so much, Miss Rika. That's a wrap. So today, we learned from Miss Rika that teaching is about heart as much as it is about knowledge. Despite the challenges, she continues to inspire her students by being patient, creative, and passionate. Truly, she is a teacher who makes a difference. Thank you so much, Ms. Ricadine Clement, for sharing your journey in teaching with us.
So, thank you so much also, Miss Sarah, for inviting me here.
And to our listeners, thank you for tuning into Voices of Inspiration. Don't forget to follow the podcast, share it with friends, and join us next time for another story from the world of education. Until then, keep learning and keep inspiring. So this has been Voices of Inspiration, where every story lights the way for future change makers.
I would love to see. Wow.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ika. That's